This is News Talk 106.3 KMED, and you're waking up with the Bill Myers Show.
It's 8:43. Now, coming up in about 8-9 minutes, maybe 10, we'll see. It's going to be the Diner 62 Real American Quiz. So you hang on. I'll give you your shot here in just a moment. Right now, it is open for business, and every couple of weeks, we're talking with more of Mcclease-Kelly's, I don't want to call it brood, but what, needless to say, Network in Action has just been exploding in popularity. And it's a business opportunity. A lot of businesses come in. It's a different kind of network in action. And by the way, they have some events coming up here I wanted to make sure that you knew about. Lisa's out of town today, so she wasn't present. But coming up next Tuesday, there's going to be an open house at BBSI Medford, the Christian group having a visitor's day there. If you haven't been a visitor before and you're a Christ-centered business, you're welcome to attend. Now, next Wednesday, the Grants Pass group, 3:30 to 5 at Tap Rock Northwest Grill. And if you haven't been a visitor, a business professional, you can come to that. Just a regular group, not the Christian group. But Thursday, April 10th, 3:30 to 5 o'clock, the Medford group is putting on Network in Action. And they welcome you over at Oregon Pacific Financial Advisors in Medford. Regular group here, too. Now, the folks we have in this morning that have joined Network in Action and wanted to get a little bit of their take on it, it's always interesting. Lawton Lesueur from Midland Empire Insurance. How you doing this morning, Lawton?
Doing very good, thank you.
Now, I'm very sorry that you were so tall you're out of the Facebook Live shot, but good-looking guy here. Hey, tell us a little bit about what Network in Action has done for you and about your business, too, if you don't mind.
Yeah, for sure. It's just a really great group of people who are engaged in their business and what they do, and it's a really great way to meet people who you want to work with and pass referrals. And, it's almost like a second family at this point. You get in, you give hugs. It's great.
Well, it's kind of funny that you talk about the family thing because you already are a family insurance agency, right?
Correct, yes.
And tell me, what kind of lines do you cover and, what do you do? And, are people saying, Lawton saved me from the fire map issue or what? What's going on with that?
In some scenarios, I'm sure they are. So we're in Klamath Falls and Grants Pass. I'm in the Grants Pass office, but we do home, auto, business, agriculture, a little bit of life insurance, and a little bit of health.
Are things starting to calm down a little bit, especially when it comes to the home and fire insurance kind of deal? Because a year ago, I swear it was almost panic on the streets when it came to getting this. What would you say?
I think you're right. It is starting to come back around a little bit. Some of the companies that really locked up and didn't want to write new business because of the fire issue are now doing a little bit more than they were a year ago. So that's promising.
Of course, maybe a ton of rain over the winter helps. They go, okay, we'll come back into Oregon.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe all year rain would be good too.
Yeah, you wonder. Hey, so what? How can people get in touch with you? Like you said, there's a Klamath Falls office and a Grants Pass office. So
right. The best way would be to hop on the website or get our phone number off of Google and just give us a call. And, if you want to ask for me, just get passed through my voicemail. If I'm not available, I'll talk to you.
All right. Very good. And you'll give a quote and do all that other kind of good work.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Very good. And that's Lawton Lesueur, Midland Empire Insurance. Now, Guy Giles is here with me, and he's from Cornerstone Mortgage. And, the dog that I had in the fight is that I refinanced with you about 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, that was good to get to know you.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate the fact that, I ended up saving a lot of money, refinancing at about 3%, maybe 3.1%. And then, of course, you know what's happening now. Hold on for dear life.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, but I think they're coming back around finally. We'll have to see how a lot of these jobs numbers come out.
Yeah, but trying to guess where the interest rates are going is a bit of an art at the moment.
Yeah, I kind of gave up on that a little while back, and the Feds they were way too slow to raise rates, and I think they had been a little bit slow to lower them, and we'll have to see now. Some of what they're doing makes sense, but it's kind of hit and miss with those guys and gals.
Are there any kind of new products within the mortgage world that are helping people, get into homes that otherwise may have a challenge? I don't know if you can speak to that or not.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, first of all, don't get scared that we're going back to the stated mortgages that crashed everything in 2009. But there are,
in which you had a pulse and here's your mortgage.
Yes, right? Or even somebody that could fog a mirror for you. You get a co-fogger or something. It was pretty bad for a while.
Co-fogger. Yeah.
But at this point, we're doing a lot of bank statement loans, DSCR loans. For self-employed people, we can look at your bank statements.
It is always a challenge if you're self-employed, right?
But it's getting a lot easier. Yes, it can be, because you're walking that fine line between trying not to pay too much in taxes, where you can take advantage of some of the write-offs you have and then still showing a profit. And that's why we've come out with the bank statement loans. So we're just looking at your funds going into the bank. And don't worry, we're not going back to that loose lending. But really what stated loans were for originally, and that was for self-employed people. So you can buy investment properties now that just kind of stand on their own. So if they'll pay for themselves, worst case scenario, you just made the down payment for the bank if you lose it.
Cash flowing property is fine, right?
Yeah,
no problem.
So I think that's the big thing, is that if a lot of people that are self-employed think that they're still not able to loan.
And Guy, how can the folks get a hold of you?
My cell phone number is 541-944-6987. And unless I'm in church, I answer.
All right.
So.
Yeah, you put it on buzz in church, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, tell us a little bit, though, how Network in Action helped you. I always put people on the spot, because normally when people hear, you remember the old ways people would look at Lawton and Guy of networking, in which you come in, you showed up in the newspaper, and then all of a sudden, you're paying $100 fine or, whatever. Things were good to you. I mean, God bless you if you're, doing that kind of stuff. Is this a little different? Right.
It is. I'd visited a couple places, and they're like, you have to give so many referrals. Well, I will take one good referral over 100 bad ones all day long, because you're just weeding through that stuff. In NIA, they get to know each other with the questions. I mean, I've never met anybody like Lisa before. I mean, literally, she just gets it. And
hey, she's scooping up you folks like crazy.
Yes,
around here.
yeah,
in a good way. I mean, I'm not saying that's like,
I can't say enough about what she's put together down here, and like I said, it's useful the way that she does it.
Who's it for, you think? What type of a business person is it for? Because I know that each of these groups, it's like you'll be the only mortgage person in your particular group, and Lawton will be the only insurance person in his particular group. But how do you know this is right for you?
I think if it's somebody that's into relationships and you just want to go deeper with people, I mean, it's just a whole lot easier to refer somebody. Like, I've been listening to you forever. I would recommend you to anybody in the world. That's from years of knowing you personally and knowing you from hearing you on the radio. That's kind of what this group gets to, is just the heart of who people are, why they do their business, and we see a lot of reoccurring themes in there. You just want to grow a good, honest business.
Great vetting too.
Yes.
You're working among people who are, honest to a fault, I guess would be a good way of putting it. You agree with that, Lawton, I guess, overall?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That take on it?
Yeah.
Hey, well, I appreciate you coming in and being put on the spot a little bit and talking about your business information. I'll get that all up on KMED.com, and I guess you'll be all part of Visitors Days.
Yes.
Yeah, come check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you want to get in touch with Mcclease-Kelly, I will put her contact information on my blog post for today, too. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for having us.
Great seeing you both here. And Guy Giles from Cornerstone Mortgage and Lawton Lesueur from Midland Empire Insurance. We do this every couple of weeks here on Open for Business. It is 8:51 and change on KMED and 99.3